What's going on, Jerome's? So we're back taking a look at another Minnesota Vikings 7-round mock draft. Now, we need to explore all the scenarios of possibilities for the Vikings offseason, and that would unfortunately include what if contract negotiations with superstar edge rusher Danielle Hunter coming back from his herniated disc in his neck. What if they're at a standstill? What if the Vikings actually do have to trade him? Now, it would be my choice. No, but then again, everyone has a price, and if a team really did come in and offer a bundle, a boatload, everything for Danielle Hunter, Vikings would have to certainly consider it. So we're going to take a look at scenario. Now, in trade compensation, even if we say, well, this team has offered 11 first-round picks, some Vikings fans would be like, it's not enough. It's not enough. We need 12. Yeah. Please shut up. Anyway, so in our scenario, the Dolphins, where they just missed the playoffs, they just need that consistent edge presence. Brian Flores defense, getting after it. Plus, they are flush with draft picks from the Laramie Tunsil trade from the stupid Houston Texans. So the Vikings get a little bit of your picks to me. So the Vikings send Danielle and the number 14 overall pick. Stay with me. For the number 3 overall pick, sexy time, as well as 18 overall, 35 overall. So the Vikings get back into the second round near the top of the second, plus a future second round pick. So basically, if 14 and 18 essentially cancel each other out, you're trading Danielle Hunter for a number 3 overall pick, a high second round pick, and a future second rounder, which, depending on what happens to the Dolphins, maybe a mid, maybe a late second rounder, it's whatever. But, if a team came in and offered that, it would be close. It would be tough because basically you're offering, it's essentially 2 first rounders and some change. Top 5 pick, top 3 pick. It's tough, but yeah. So let's roll with this. So now, what are the Vikings going to do? So we ran the draft. So Trevor Lawrence went 1, Jamar Chase went 2. So, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So what are we going to do in this spot? So the smart move, well, by the book says take Penny Sewell no matter what. Plop him in at left tackle. Sorry, Ezra, you're going to stay at guard. But the draw and possibilities of Zach Wilson, of Justin Fields in this spot, it may be too alluring. It really might be. And man, what are we going to do? So we could obviously trade. Let's look into one trade one time. So let's see who else we got here. So the Falcons, sure. How much would the Falcons pay to get up so that they can secure the pick so we don't trade it to anyone else? Let's ask that. All right, so number 3, we want 4. Can we get an extra 2 out of this thing? Probably not. Extra 3 for sure? No. All right, what do we have to add to get this to a yes? Riddle me this. So let's see here. Well, I had 3 fourths. 3 fourth-round picks to get an additional second-round pick. How about 4 fourths? They might go for that. Would you do that? So you still have 4, and essentially you're trading 4 fourth-rounders for a high second-round pick. I mean, would we do that? I think we would do that. I'm going to ask for a 7th. Just because I feel like it. There you go. So the Falcons, accepted the offer. There we go. Now, all right, so we got another trade offer. So the Panthers are offering a first, number 8 overall, 40, and a 4th for number 4. It is tempting. So the Vikings would go essentially from Danielle, not in the second round. They have 3 top-end second-round picks. They have the number 8 overall selection. They still have 18. I'm going to go for this one. And I know we're just sort of bleeding things away. I get that we're so flush with picks. Who did the Falcons take? Damn it. I'm sure they took one of the quarterbacks, but accept. Oh, they traded for Kwity Paye? Okay. Hold on. I wish you could see who is still on board, but alas. All right. So now, not interested in other trades. So this is extremely unlikely that you're sitting at 8 and Wilson and Fields are still on board. Like, Wilson and Fields could murder several people, and I don't know if they would last as far. So that's whatever at this point. But so let's see here. The Vikings just taking stock of our pick. Oh, we can't even see where our picks were. That's kind of annoying. But Vikings have 8. They have 18, and they have 3 second-round picks. Shipped all the fourth-rounders away, but that's fine. Also, we recruited a fourth-rounder from the Panthers. So, since Wilson and Fields are probably going to be off the board, we're going to play this relatively according to Hoyle. Now, do you take Trey Lance in this spot? I would be tempted. I would certainly be tempted. Caleb Farley makes sense too. Micah Parsons, since we're up here in rarefied air. But, yeah, I think that the fact that the Vikings, yes, we need edge help, but you can address that later in the draft. I think that if you're at this spot and no Panther Trey Lance is sitting there chilling, and the fact that you have 5 picks now in, the top 40, yeah, you can certainly take this luxury. Trey Lance can sit behind Kirk Cousins for 2 seasons, learn the NFL game, get ready to rock and roll, and then we'll go from there. Let's see, the Steelers want to get up? No. They insult my intelligence. Like, they hurt me deep. So, Fields and Wilson are still on board, so no. But Slater certainly could be on board. Darisaw could be on board as well. And yes, we certainly have an eye out to replace Danielle Hunter on the edge. Now, I'm not thrilled about Rousseau. I'm in on Ujulari. I'm in on Phillips. I'm in on Owet. I do like Basham. And the fact that you have 2 picks in the second round certainly could lead you to double down and imbibe on some edge presence. That's your interior defensive line. Barmore's there. Nixon, Tufel, sure. Wyatt Davis, no matter what. Trey Smith, Dickerson is there. Vera Tucker is gone. Huh. Yeah, Vera Tucker went 13 to the Chargers. All right. So at this spot, flip a coin. Do you want Slater or Darisaw? Is there a way we can get both? I mean, there's probably a way that we can get both. I mean, that would be sexy time. Darisaw at left tackle, put Slater in at one of the guard spots. Sorry, Ezra, you're going to be stuck at guard for the foreseeable future. Let me try something. So Washington's at 19. They're could they be on offensive line? The Bears will definitely be on an offensive line. So let's get Washington on the horn. Washington football team. They shouldn't even pick a mascot, by the way. The WFT. I like that. All right, so we want to get in at 19. What's it going to take? I can offer you a 2. I can offer you a 2 and a 4. All right, so that's going to be low. Okay. How about a 2 and 2 4s? I don't want to give you the good 2, though. All right, so no, you don't want that one? All right, I don't want to give you a 5 either. All right, so the bad 2 4s, and a 6 to get up back into the first round. Okay, why the hell not? Because at the top end of this, they declined the trade offer? What? Okay. Well, all right, fine. I will freshen up the 6th round pick. I will increase it to the good 6th. All right, Washington has accepted our offer. So now we got back-to-back first-round picks. And we are going to finally get rid of all of the offensive line, blah, 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 blah narrative. So we're taking back-to-back Christian Darisaw, and then we're going to take Rashawn Slater. Oh, baby. Now, again, I fully understand. We have not addressed the replacement of Danielle Hunter. Trust me, we'll get to that. All right, so now got back-to-back second-round picks. That's sexy. That's fun, man. So Justin Fields is still on board, so obviously he killed the guy. Let's see here. Edge rusher. Phillips is there. Owet is there. I would have liked if Aziz would have been still there, but he went right before. So could we have been paying attention? Probably. But I do like Phillips. I do like Owet. If you're betting on pure physical talent and upside, Owet is there. I do like Basham, though. I really do. I like Basham. I like Hamilcar. I like Jordan Smith. I like Patrick Jones. I like Weaver. So, do we have to go back-to-back edge here? I'm at least taking one edge, that's for sure. Offensive line, I think we checked those boxes for a while. Jake Tufel is still there. Nixon is still there. Now, I think we have to be... I think we have to be true to the exercise. I think that once you give up Danielle Hunter, you have to scramble. You have to do whatever you can to find the next Danielle Hunter, which is always just... It's annoying when you trade a great player for picks that you hope to be great players, but is what it is. So we're taking away. And we're taking Basham Jr. Now, Awet can play right defensive end, get on that blind side. Basham has the size to play the closed side of the field at left defensive end, great against the run. And also, you sprinkle in DJ Wanham. You got a Fadio Denebo. I mean, you're sitting pretty good. All right, so the Saints offering a trade. I'm not doing business with you, you jerks. I'm not giving. No. All right, so the Chiefs. The third and a 6 come up to the second round. Yeah, okay, sure, why not? I don't even know who's on board. Again, I wish you could see who is still on board, but is what it is. All right, so Jevon Holland is still sitting there chilling. All right, so now they're mocking us because all the good offensive linemen are still just chilling as well. But recapping, so we got No Pants or Trey Lance, Christian Darrisaw, baby, Rashawn Slater, really, Speedman ignores the offensive line. Narratives out the window. Jason Awet, Carlos Basham Jr., come on down. So let's see here. So Nico's intriguing. He's got that size as a wide receiver 3, can play outside the numbers. Jevon Holland, I think, would step in and be a starter right away. Yeah, we're taking Jevon Holland. So Holland and Harrison would continue the alliteration. Let's go. Holland, Harrison, moving on. And now you still have those picks. Well, no, we dealt some of the picks in the third round, didn't we? Yeah, there we go. So back on the clock at 90. So we got 2 edge rushers that will hopefully pick up the slack of Danielle Hunter. And now we got the starting safety. We got offensive linemen. We got No Pants or Trey Lance as the quarterback of the future. So now you're looking around and just going BPA, right? So defensive lineman. Onwuzurike. So I know that Daniel Jeremiah had him in the back end of the first round in his mock draft, and DJ is definitely connected. But I think could Onwuzurike fall because of size? It's a possibility. But, I mean, that lightning quick first step would be really special. I do like Marvin Wilson as well. Sort of flip a coin here. Yeah. Or do you go No, I'm going to go 3-tech. Yeah, I'm going to take Onwuzurike. Because it's funny how things go where everyone had Onwuzurike as like a third-round pick, but all of a sudden Daniel Jeremiah puts him in his mock in the first round that everyone just sort of slides him all up. Yeah, you know, he's a second-round talent. You know, what are we going to do? Levi Onwuzurike, pride of Washington, even though, yes, he only had 2 sacks as a junior and opted out for 2020, but yeah, you know, knew it the whole time. It's just so funny how things work. All right. Are we on the clock yet? Oh, yeah, that's right. We gave away all those 4th-round picks. What are you going to do? It's going to be nice to have that future second-round pick, though. All right, so we got a trade offer. No. Don't want to come up. All right, so wide receiver. Looking for a third wide receiver as well as a guy who can help in the return game. Let's hear it. Demetric Felton. Demetric Felton's looking good at the Senior Bowl today. I mean, do we just draft him and then move him to receiver? It's kind of funny. Let's see, Watkins, Milne, Marlon Williams, Whoop Fowler, I like. Do we just do that? No. Shit. All right, Whoop, come on in. There we go. So I started the day being like whatever on Felton, and then someone on the live stream brought him up, and then he had his phenomenal day at the Senior Bowl, and now I'm in. Yeah, I watched a couple of all 22 on him too, so I'm in. I might just take him at this spot. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Felton, come on in. That's right. Running back, wide receiver. They have him basically working as a wide receiver down Mobile today. So that's super intriguing. And then also, Feiler and Felton will help out in the return game as well. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Are we out of picks? Again, I wish you could see where your picks are coming up in the future, but is what it is. All of these simulators just sort of like they have their positives, couple drawbacks, but you live with it. Like if this is the worst thing that happened to you today, it's a pretty good day. All right, so what do you do now? So let's recap. Got a quarterback of the future. Did not ignore the offensive line. Got 2 nice edge pieces. Got a defensive tackle on Onwuzurike. Jevon Holland's going to start at safety right away. Got Feiler and Felton going to help out in the receiver room. Let's see here. Of course, all the receivers are just there, chilling. All right, so what do we do? Do we go cornerback? Spielman always gets his 7th-round linebacker. We do have another 7th-round pick. Let's see here. All right, so Tough Borland's there. It's a great name. I say that every time, too. Good player. That's there. Beckett, Anderson, Simmons is there. I'm not like in love with anyone, but of course that's what happens at the back. I mean, KJ Britt, sure, go get your guy. KJ Britt is in the house. Cornerback wise, Britton, Nelson, yeah. All right, so I mean, Felton is kind of a running back. He's not really a true running back, but I'm not enthralled with anyone else left on the board. Do we double down on quarterback? Because even though we got no pants or Trey Lance, so we just pick up Ian Book just because we can. Or do we grab tight end? Tucker's there. Or Wells. Or do we just grab one more defensive tackle? Just because we can. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Nah. Johnny Loudermilk. Come on. No. Force Merrill, come on in. Arkansas State. Go Wolves. They're the Red Wolves, right? It doesn't really matter. Finishing out the draft. And overall, even though you have the depression, you have the sort of Danielle Hunter is gone, but sometimes things don't work out. It is what it is. But if the Vikings are able to parlay a trade of Danielle Hunter into this sexiness, so it's with the luxury of all the picks, the Vikings were able to trade down from 3 to 4, from 4 to 8, and picked up no pants or Trey Lance. And then they went from having 0 second-round picks into having 3 second-round picks, and then you parlay that into 2 back-to-back first-round picks. So the Vikings come away from the first round with no pants or Trey Lance, Christian Darrisaw, future left tackle, Rashawn Slater, an absolute get-it-done guard. And you can play him at right guard. I actually think that him at right guard and Ezra at left guard would work out better. I mean, Slater's just got that attitude, man. Plus, both of them got ass for days. They got that anchor, not going to be pushed around. It's going to be great. And then in the second round, so using those back-to-back picks on edge rushers, that will hopefully help take the sting out of losing Danielle Hunter. So Jason Owa, the absolute physical freak, could be Danielle Hunter of the future, where he's got all the physical tools, sort of meh college production, but give Andrea Patterson a couple of years to work with him. Carlos Basham Jr., I think, is ready to work right away. Not as flashy as Owa for sure, but can set the edge, solid against the run, the pride of Wake Forest. I like it. 64. So traded back into the back end of the second round. Jevon Holland will come in, start at safety opposite to Harrison Smith, with Anthony Harris leaving free agency into the third round. So Levi and Uzuriki. That's right. First step, quick penetrating 3-tech from Washington. Come on in. You're going to start right next to Michael Pierce, getting it done. And then later on, so we gave away all the fourth round picks to maneuver. Is what it is. So Whoop Filer coming out, wide receiver of Indiana, plus Demetric Felton, running back, wide receiver, whatever, out of UCLA. Both of them will contribute as wide receiver 3-4, as well as work in the return game as well. And then, of course, the mandatory 7th round linebacker, KJ Britt, tackling machine coming out of Auburn, plus Forrest Merrill, interior defensive lineman at Arkansas State. I do not know this man, but I wanted another defensive lineman. So recapping what the trade was. So the Vikings gave up Danielle Hunter and 14. They got 3, 18, 35, and a future second-round pick. So the Vikings are coming away from this draft, this sexiness, with the extra second-round pick in tow, and they're ready to go. Ready to go. Again, I will miss Danielle Hunter. It really saddens me. I think he'll still work out because he's still the best. He's still simply the best. That neck is 100% good to go. I want to run it back with Danielle Hunter. I think the Vikings should freshen up his contract. They can make it work with the salary cap and then go from there. But if he has to be traded and then this is what happens, I'm okay with it. But your thoughts. Danielle Hunter, mock draft, 7-round Vikings mock draft scenario. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.